It's January, as you're all aware, and one of the things that tends to be on people's minds more than ever in January is weight loss. And for me, the weight loss industry is fundamentally broken. And I wanted to talk about this today because I'm somebody that has immersed myself in this arena for years. I grew up with a mum that was obsessed about weight and really brought me up to have a really negative opinion about myself and about weight and the whole thing around body image. And it's something that I have struggled with a lot of my life. I've done a lot of work in this area and I'm still working in this area. And also it has led me to explore and try every single different thing out there when it comes to weight loss. And one of the things that I've really discovered is that it's a really individual thing. And when you think about the fact that we've all got our own individual DNA, it's also really key to think about the fact that when it comes to your weight, that's going to be really individual as well. So in this video, I want to share with you a few things that I've learned about weight loss over the years and what has really helped. And being 47, it wasn't, I've hit a point in my life where it wasn't always easy to shed weight that I had gained. But a little thing that I use has really helped me with that, which I'll share later in the video. So the first thing that I want to say about the weight loss industry, which for me is totally nuts, is that it's called weight loss. Now, you may have noticed that I just used the word shed instead of lose. And that is a word that I really encourage myself to use rather than lose. Because think about it. When you lose something, what do you want to do? You want to find it. I don't know what the statistics are around people who gain weight again having lost it. What I do know is that out of all the people that I know and that people are around me, when people do lose weight, they tend to put it back on again. They tend to find it again. Because it's a real psychological thing and it's a massively emotional thing. And that's one of the pieces that the weight loss industry totally misses. For most people, eating is really emotional. I know that when I get stressed, historically, food is my go-to thing. Now I'm better at going to different choices of food because I've really tuned in with what my body likes and what it doesn't like and tested all of that. So that makes it a smoother transition for me in that when I do get stressed out, I don't end up piling loads of weight on, which is what I used to do. So first of all, I really encourage you to change that word because losing something, like I say, psychologically, all you want to do is find it again. The second part then is, as I say, is really focusing on what does your body actually like and want. So I eat pretty much plant-based diet, mainly because I don't actually tolerate meat and fish. I do eat a bit of dairy. I really limit my dairy because for years dairy caused problem with my sinuses, it caused problem with my skin. And ultimately, when you think about milk, milk is full of drugs because basically they medicate the cows to make them continually produce the milk. And then you're drinking that. So how good is that for you? Yeah, I hold my hands up. I have a little bit of it. However, I'm really strict on certain things. Like I don't really drink tea anymore, which is quite strange as a British person because I can't stand oat milk in tea. I've tried all the different plant milks in tea and none of them are really very nice. So I just don't really drink tea anymore. And if I do drink it, I try to drink it black. Occasionally I will drink milk in it, but I find milk really creamy when I do have it because I'm so used to drinking the plant alternatives. The thing is though, since I gave up dairy pretty much, and since I really focused on eating what my body likes, weight has become a completely different thing for me. Now, I've just experienced a patch of kind of, real up and down with my health and well-being, because I got an ear infection. I did a fast and I triggered it myself. So I did a 4-day fast, which when you fast, your body starts to clear out all the things that are wrong. And the only thing that's really wrong with my body is a problem with my ears. I've always had issues with my ears, and I suffer with a thing called glue ear. So I ended up with swollen glands because I was clearing stuff out, which then I ended up with an ear infection, which then resulted in a perforated eardrum. And that kind of threw everything, because I wasn't able to really do the exercise that I normally do because I couldn't balance. And then, various different things happened, and it kind of really threw me. So I had a period where I just had to kind of sit back and say, right, Claire, you've really got to listen to your body, and you've got to really give it what it needs right now. And it needs now some rest and recuperation. So over the Christmas period, I did eat a few things that I wouldn't normally eat, because you know what, I'm all about living, and there are some things that my body doesn't like that I do like, so I'll sacrifice a little bit to have those. The thing is though, on the whole, I only eat what my body really likes. And because of that, I can feel it when I eat things that it doesn't really sit well with. So for example, occasionally I might have a bit of chicken, not very often. Thing is, because I eat the way that I eat, I don't really have smelly poo. And when I do eat meat or eat some of the things that my body doesn't really like, then I really stink. And it's kind of a standing joke in our house that it's like, Jesus wept, you've eaten some meat, haven't you? Because my husband can tell when that has happened. Eating what my body really loves is key though. And again, one of the things that, I don't know about you, but I was quite conditioned that, you have to eat something different every single day and all this type of thing, and variety and all that. I'm quite boring when it comes to food, in the respect that, as I say, I eat what I feel like. And so because I'm the only plant-based eater in my house, what I will do is I'll make like a massive chili and then I'll eat it for a week. Or I'll make like a big veg stew and eat it for a week. In the summer, I literally live on loads of different types of salad because I love that kind of food. But again, picking things that my body really likes and really wants to have in it. Because this is the difference. When you do that, when I do gain a little bit of weight, it's gone like that. As soon as I get back into my normal pattern of eating. One of the other things which I do really feel is a massive benefit in this area is taking a thing called clean slate. Now, you will have heard me talk about this in videos before about Root. And I'm not, I'm not afraid to keep saying, look, this makes a difference, because it does make a big difference. And ever since I've taken clean slate, I find that if I do gain any weight, I can shed it literally, as I say, like that. It's gone within a few days. As soon as I get back onto that level eating, onto really good nutritious stuff that my body really wants to have, then it's gone. And that is huge, because so many people really struggle. And one of the things which I think is really challenging, and you just don't get unless you've been there, is when you know that you're significantly overweight and you want to shed it and you want to get down to a different size. It's really hard knowing that that's literally not going to happen in one day. It's a conversation I've had with my husband a few times, and he says, oh, well, you just have to get on with it. And like I say to him, it's easy for you to say that. You've never had an issue with weight in your entire life. You eat exactly what you like and you never gain any weight. But when you are in that place, it's a completely different thing. And like I say, it's really emotional, because it can be really, really depressing. And I think that this is such an important area to talk about, because body confidence is huge. And we're in an era now where we are encouraging people to not, be into this kind of stick, filtered image that is so much pushed out there, because it's not about that. It's not about, being who everybody else wants you to be. It's about you being who you want to be. And I've gone on a little bit in this video because this is an area that I'm so passionate about. Having body confidence has been something that I've really had to work on over the years. Because like I say, my whole learnt behaviour, my whole belief system that I was brought up with was really negative around people that carried excess weight. The other side of all of this, and the next thing really, is about health, isn't it? Because yes, you don't have to be stick thin to be healthy. And I know a lot of people that, you know, have got a little bit of weight on them that are really healthy, including myself. I'm massively healthy. And the thing is though, it's about, is your weight affecting your health? Because if it is, again, that's something to really focus on. You know, if you're causing yourself problems because of the choices that you're making, then it's time to really change that. So number one, change your language around all of this. Shed weight, don't lose weight. Number two, check out what your body really likes. If you want a food tolerance test that I use, then I'm happy to share that with you. It's like $26 to have this food tolerance test done, and they use your hair, and it's amazing, and it tells you everything about yourself, where you're deficient, with your vitamins and minerals. Talks about things like digestive enzymes. That's another thing. Most people don't take digestive enzymes, and if your stomach and your bowel are not balanced, then you're not going to have a sufficient amount of digestive enzymes in there for you to digest your food properly. And that's another contributory factor to why you may be holding excess weight. Like I say, then it's about, like, you know, really digging into the emotional side of it. What is it that is causing you to feel this way? If you want any help on any of this, then please reach out, because I am, as I say, massively passionate about this. And if I could support you and show you some things, then I'd love to do that. And again, clean slate. You know, clean slate just makes me feel amazing, full stop. I'm going to do a whole video about my experience with it, because it is so catastrophic in a really positive way. For now though, talk to me. What's your story with weight? I'd love to hear more, and let's share, because sharing is the way that we overcome these things and make a big difference. Catch you tomorrow.